Our supply has dropped to levels we haven't seen in over a decade, while our demand is the hottest it's been since 2012, and interest rates, they're still low. This week on Market Watch. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Market Watch. I'm Jason Zwolak of the Zwolak Group with First Team and Christie's International Real Estate. I hope you all had a great week and are ready for the weekend. For those of you tuning in for the first time, I take a look at what's happening in the Orange County housing market to keep you on top of things. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post. I post new videos every week about what it's like living here in Orange County. COVID has really thrown us all for a loop. What we were expecting hasn't happened. We thought the market would really slow down. However, we have seen it pick up. Where it has really affected the real estate market is in our inventory. Our supply is down to numbers that we haven't seen for over a decade, while our demand is at the hottest level that we've seen since 2012. And for those of you that remember 2012, it went like this. Sign in the ground, here's $50,000 over asking. That's pretty much what was happening. It was insane, and that's what we're seeing right now. However, homes are still sitting, and we are still seeing some homes sit on the market. You might wonder why that's happening. Well, it's pretty simple. It's the homes that are sitting are the ones that aren't aligned properly. I talk about alignment all the time with people that ask me about the market, and having your home aligned as a seller is so vitally important. Alignment consists of marketing, pricing, condition, accessibility, and compensation out to the buyer's agent. So when you combine all of those, and if they're all in alignment, then your home's gonna sell. Especially now, you're probably gonna get multiple offers. You're probably gonna sell knowing you didn't leave any money on the table, which is what we all want. What I wanna do now is take a look at the inventory and really show you what has been happening over the past couple weeks and show you why we're in this hot seller's market. So let's check it out. As I was mentioning, when we look at the active inventory year over year, we can really see where we're lacking this year in 2020. And this is where COVID is hitting us the hardest in the real estate market. So let's check it out. If we look, we are represented here by this green line. So this is where we are sitting right now, hovering around 4,600 homes on the market. When we look at 2019, we were around 7,500 homes. 2018, you could see around just under around 6,800 homes, but it was peaking here. It didn't peak in 2018 until November. Usually July is when we start to peak and then we start to drop, like we see here in 2019 and in 2017. And 2017 was a low inventory year. We considered that low inventory, and we just got to the 6,000 mark, and we're 1,400 homes below that. So you can really see where our inventory and our supply is lacking this year, and that is what is causing this hot seller's market, or one of the factors causing this hot seller's market right now. Now that we've looked at our active inventory, our supply, we want to look at demand. And these are the three things, right? We're looking at supply, demand, and interest rates. Those are the three things that are driving this market right now. So let's check it out. So this is our demand. So before COVID, you can see January, it's typical. We have a low demand in January. After Christmas, everyone's kind of taking a break. It starts to spike. In March, it was on that upward trajectory through the beginning of the year, very similar to the 4 years in the past. And then COVID hits. We had this sharp decline. We dropped down to just over 1,000 homes in escrow. So our demand dropped to just over 1,000 homes. So this was just like 2007. I've talked about this in other videos, but I want to really drive home this point. This was just like 2007. The reason that we recovered so quickly and we came out of this so fast is because of our inventory. So our demand hit a low, but it bounced back very quickly. Within a couple weeks, it started to rise. So you can see this was mid-April. By May, it's already starting that upward trajectory. And then once we hit May, it really took off through June and through July. it's really spiked all the way up. We had a little bit of a lull here, but it's still on that upward trajectory. So because of this quick turnaround, this V recovery in demand, and with our supply staying so low, they caught up really quickly. They caught up to each other. And that's what's helping driving this market right now. In 2007, the difference is when we hit this low in demand, there were 18,000 homes on the market. So even if we had a V recovery and we jumped up to 3,000 where we are now, to the 3,300 homes, even if we did that jump, we would be nowhere near the capacity that was being held by the inventory in the market. So that's why it was such a quick recovery and why we've been driven into a seller's market. Now, let's look at market time. So this is our expected market time year over year. So again, beginning of the year, very similar. So these are days on the left-hand side. So 80 days to begin the year, down to 60, it dropped. Now, COVID hits. What happens? It's kind of reverse of demand. Demand dropped. Well, market time went up. So here, it drove up to over 120 days. So 120 days, it's a slight buyer's market. We just hit the tip of that buyer's market. However, pretty quickly into this COVID, real estate was deemed an essential business. So we were able to do showings again. No open houses, but we were able to show properties. A lot of regulations that are all being followed and guidelines that are being followed, but we were able to show properties again. So as showings increased, we saw homes go into escrow and start to sell. Well, the market time started to drop, and it started to drop quite quickly. And as you can see, it has moved and surpassed anything that we've seen in the last 4 years. So now we're just over 40 days average market time, which is a hot seller's market. And that's because of our low inventory. Demand is increased, but why is demand increased? Demand is increased because of interest rates. Interest rates are so low right now. People are trying to get into the market and they want to take advantage of these low rates. So that is, in a nutshell, is what's happening right now. We look at our interest rates. Our interest rates are hovering around 3% still. I've seen some drop into the 2s for people. It's insane how low they are. Our supply is down and our demand is up. That is why we're in a hot seller's market. As you can see, the market is insanely strong right now. It's being driven by three things. Our supply is low, our demand is high, and interest rates are low. It's flooding the market with buyers, and sellers are still hesitant about coming on the market. So until we see more sellers come on the market, this is going to be the future. Will that change as we move into the fall? Only time will tell. We'll have to see if more sellers have the confidence. They want to come on the market. They want to max out their price and get as much for their home as possible and move on. Only time will be able to tell us if that's going to happen. But for our buyers out there, you need to stay patient. You need to have a strategy, and you will win. If you have a good, solid strategy with your agent about how to find the house, how to win the house, you will be successful. It doesn't work every time. You can have the perfect strategy and still might not work, but it'll give you the best shot possible. For my sellers, if you are thinking of selling, get on the market now. Get your home ready, interview some agents, find someone that's going to market your home properly and expose it to the most people possible, and you will be successful. Again, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post. Again, I post every week about what it's like living here in Orange County. If you are thinking about making a move, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, just get in touch with us. We are here to help you in any way that we possibly can. I hope you all have a great weekend. Until next time, take care, everybody.